While now being a 21-year-old who has chosen to go away for college and learning to do life on my own, it was not always 100% easy to, in other words, keep the faith. Before getting into detail and into more depth of how I chose to keep the faith in college, it is still important to mention how I have kept the faith not only in college but in high school. To start discussing my high school journey on keeping the faith, I thought it was both easy yet sometimes challenging. Growing up and being raised in the Catholic faith is something I keep close to my heart, and I still believe that it makes me somewhat a little different compared to my friends and others that I surround myself with on a daily basis. Living at home in high school really did help me in my favor, as I would have 3 other people waking me up on Sunday morning, reminding me that it was time to get up and get ready for church. Although it may have been challenging to wake up and bring myself to go, especially after a long night of hanging out with friends or football and basketball games, I had a great support system to keep my morals and what I believe is important to me in check. Although I did have the great support system at home, it was a little challenging and sometimes difficult to leave your friends early on a Saturday night. It was sometimes hard to say no or have to leave earlier than others, and it was sometimes intimidating to have to tell others the reason on why I was leaving early, due to not having the same religious beliefs or same morals as my friends. Regardless of all the intimidating feelings I would sometimes experience, I kept my faith and did it anyways. If you couldn't already tell though, I did keep going to church while in high school. Regardless of my weekend plans, I began to look forward to going to church, taking 1 hour out of my family and I's busy schedule to spend time with each other. As time went on during my high school years, I started to appreciate going to church more and more. I started to appreciate the special thing my family and I did so much, and I thought I would never wake up on a Sunday morning and not be in me and my family's regular pew ready to hear either Father Edwards or Father Gallardo's homily. As time passed, I had to make somewhat of a semi-life-changing decision on where I was going to school. One thing that keeps this specific parish a very special one to me was the youth group. The most empowering to me was volunteering at the St. Francis Soup Kitchen in Kensington, Philadelphia. I learned to appreciate my faith, my family, and everything in between during my weeks spent there. I actually found my purpose there, which was to help people in need in some shape or form. I felt Jesus with me and saw Jesus so many times while being there, it even made me choose my school and temporary home for the next 4 years. I chose Temple University, located in the North Philadelphia area, where I quickly learned that the Catholic religion and Catholic faith was not as focused on and not as celebrated as I would have liked to hope. Even though that was going to be my current situation for the next 4 years, I quickly learned to adapt and make the most out of my time, yet still keeping the faith. I have always known that I wanted to be a teacher and have had the blessing of getting a placement into a Catholic school. This school will always hold a special place in my heart, not just because of the experiences I have had and the memories I have made with the students, but also because it gave me a sense of home. I felt not only connected with my preschool students, but also with Jesus. We would have Mass every morning before school started. We would say a prayer before snack time and lunchtime, and at the end of the day before the students were dismissed. It was things like that that helped me keep the faith while still trying to juggle a new temporary home, new friends, new school, etc. I quickly got in the hang of going to Mass not only on Sunday mornings, but every day. I quickly made it a part of my routine to say a prayer with my students before eating a snack together. I also didn't feel as homesick as time went on due to still having the opportunity to do things I would be doing at home, such as receiving ashes on Ash Wednesday or celebrating religious holidays without my family physically being with me. Overall, I am grateful for the experiences I have had while trying to keep the faith. I had found comfort in proudly saying I'm an active member of the Catholic community and have proudly made the decision to continue to do so. For those of you who may be curious as to how you will keep your faith while being on your own journey, you have to remember a few things. You have to remember to always stay true to yourself and your faith. You have to remember that with challenging and difficult times come good times. Throughout my journey with my faith, I have learned so much more about myself and know you will do the same with just a little time and patience.